Hello everyone. In this session we want to look at some of the many ways that Excel has to help you sum up a bunch of numbers. It's one of the key things that Excel does, and they provide you with a bunch of different methods to actually achieve it. So we're going to look at using the Autosum tool, the Alt equals keyboard shortcut. We're going to do it the old-fashioned way by typing in. And then we're going to use the insert function wizard to build it from scratch. So first of all, Autosum, there are a couple of ways to do it with Autosum. If you have a column of numbers like this, select the numbers, and in the Home tab, pop over to Autosum and just click Autosum, and then the sum appears and it builds the function for you there in situ. So no problem there, no typing, no nothing, just select it. Another way to do the Autosum here is to select the cell where you want the answer. So select the yellow cell here, do Autosum. Excel then makes a guess at what it wants to sum, so it puts little marching ants around the selection, and then if that's correct, just press enter. One thing to be careful of here is that if there is a gap in the selection, then if I select the cell here and then do Autosum, Excel will just go up until the end of the contiguous range here. Once it hits an empty cell, it stops, and that's not what you want. So you can reselect then by just selecting the cells you want and press enter, and you're done. So that's it. So we'll just put 30 in here, and the number updates. So that's the Autosum feature. The other one is to click here, click on the yellow cell here, and now we're going to use Alt equals to sum these. Does exactly the same thing, it's just a keyboard shortcut. So press the Alt key down and press the equals key, and again it puts in the function here, sum G7, G4, G7, and the marching ants are selecting the range that Excel thinks you want to sum. But as I said before, be careful that it makes the right selection, and if not, you make the correct selection and press enter. If you pop down to this cell now, you can always do it the hard way, equals sum, just type it in, and then select the cells you want, and then close off the brackets and press enter, and that's it. And the other way to do it is using the Dialog Builder here. For some, this isn't probably necessary, but it's a good habit to get into to look at this, because when we get on to more complex functions, the function wizard becomes an absolute necessity. You can break down complex functions very, very easily with it, and the builder actually helps you build the function as you go along. So definitely something to look at. So as we know it's the sum function, we'll start off with equals sum bracket, and then as I have that started here, you can see that Excel recognizes it by looking at this tooltip here. So sum, number, number 2, etc. So once we have that, I can press the F of X key here, and this will bring up the dialog box, which is the function insert function dialog box. So for sum here, if I just want to select this range here, that's fine, and it'll just do what this one does. But the nice thing about the function dialog box is that if there are other ranges you want to sum up, so I wanted to sum up that range and our friends here and our friends here, Excel will quite happily just build them all out for you, no problem. So what looks like a very simple function suddenly becomes quite complex when you start adding extra numbers. Notice with the function dialog box here, of course, that it gives you the result here of the function, and then if there are more functions involved in this formula, you will see the actual whole formula result down here. And they are one of the many ways. That's one of the many ways we have of actually putting the sum into a spreadsheet. So have a practice with that, and good luck, and talk to you next time.